is Kelisha Bhari, and today I will be speaking on increasing intrinsic motivation in women for wellness. So, a lot of people struggle to be consistent in their wellness goals, whether that be to increase physical activity, to eat healthier, or to incorporate stress management techniques to improve our physical and mental health. Um, a lot of times it's because just because we know that something is good for us, it doesn't guarantee that we will take action on them. So, for example, we may know that going on walks will help our health, but we may not have the willpower to actually get off the couch and walk out the house to go for that walk. So this is something that my site mentor, Dr. Henry, noticed with her therapy clients at Women Rise Psychological and Wellness Center. She was recommending these simple lifestyle changes that would help them, but she noticed that her clients were having a really hard time taking action on them. And so I started thinking about, why this could be. And so a lot of her patients have mental health conditions. And people who have certain mental health conditions are prone to have impairments with decision making, task initiation, and planning as well. And they also are prone to having decreased extrinsic motivation. So when we say extrinsic motivation, that means focusing on external rewards. So money, grades, avoiding punishment, those are all considered external motivators. And this is because typically they have impairments in the reward systems of their brain. So this got me thinking about intrinsic motivation, and that means people are motivated by actions that are enjoyable to them or personally meaningful. So it's the internal desire that prompts them to take action. And so when looking at the research, we actually see that compared to extrinsic motivation, intrinsic motivation is correlated with better mental well-being, life satisfaction, emotional stability, and self-esteem. And it's actually more long-lasting than extrinsic motivation. So with this in mind, me and Dr. Henry decided to create resources for her community that would help them build this intrinsic motivation. So I decided to host a 3-part workshop for her community, which goes through different evidence-based techniques to build this motivation. And then I also created a 26-page workbook that Dr. Henry can use during her therapy sessions, or she could send them virtually to the client so that they can work on it in their own time. So for the workshop, we had 4 members of her community join to complete the workshop, and some feedback that I received is that all of the participants strongly agreed that it increased their motivation and that they would continue using the techniques in the future. And then some reported benefits were increased self-awareness and intentional decision making, along with greater alignment with personally meaningful goals. And so occupational therapists can use these techniques in various settings to help people build intrinsic motivation to improve their wellness, or just for any intervention that they have. So it can be useful for any intervention that will help enhance their quality of life through occupation. So thank you all for watching, and I hope that this gave you better insight on how intrinsic motivation can lead to positive changes in the long term.